Hey there, this is Kelly Fasterling. I woke up this morning and it popped up that this is my 6 year anniversary with eXp. And my first sense was such amazing gratitude. And it put me in a position to just start to reflect on why do I feel such gratitude for the opportunity that was placed in front of me. And as I reflected, I really came up with three areas, a lot more, but three particular areas where I have felt very blessed being in this community. And let me share those with you. The first one has really been in the connection, the collaboration with people. You always hear that you're the sum of the five people that are in your inner circle, in your target. And I do find that to be true. The sum of your income is with the five closest people you're around. Your positivity is related to those five people that are closest to you. And I have been blessed with creating connection with people on a whole new level in this environment. A couple examples. The Freedom Team. We have a leadership team of 7 folks and a team of about 3,000 realtors here within eXp. And the connection, the purpose, the drive, the vision in that team. We're hosting masterminds Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, helping agents really up their game in the real estate space and giving them the opportunity to create some passive income. And that caretaking, that hand holding for me has been just immensely valuable, educational, and it allows me to onboard an agent and know that I'm placing them just in amazing hands with the Freedom Team. Through my introduction with the Freedom Team, I came in connection with Kathy. And Kathy offered an opportunity to me to go to a leadership development training called Climber. Now, this is totally sideways to eXp, but I engaged in that leadership development about 2 years ago. And through that training, I have created such significant results. One that's very tangible is within the first year of that Climber training, I actually tripled my income, and I've been 6 figures for over 20 years, and I was able to triple that income in 1 year, and I've never seen that kind of growth. And it wasn't because I just worked harder and worked more. In fact, Brian and I took more vacations that year. We probably took about 3 months worth of vacations that year. It was truly because of the way I connected with people. It was truly because of how I be. And I learned that through that leadership. And that was just a total sideways conversation. Another example is just being in the room with Brent and Jean and their team. But another just fortuitous connection was I was at the conference with Brent in Cabo this year in March. And I had an opportunity at breakfast to sit down with Gary Brecka and ask him very particularly about my son who has MS, been diagnosed with MS a year and a half ago. And I tell you, it's been a journey. But sitting down with Gary, he said, don't believe that diagnosis yet. Instead, get him tested for A, B, C, and D because his immune system might be doing exactly what it's supposed to, and don't fall into that belief that that's what he has. And so we're going on another tangent and another journey that I hope will bring healing to my son. And that's just being in the room. Another example, I've had just a high degree of coaching in this environment. As I attend our Freedom Team calls, I get connected with some of the true players in the industry. Meyer and John are two of those that have really built big teams, and I've leaned into their coaching, and it has up-leveled my game and what I can do. And it's just by being open. So that's number one, the collaboration, the network, the getting connected to people that think at a totally higher level and acting on that. Now, the second piece, the second reason I feel such gratitude is belief. And let me explain to you what I mean by belief. No matter what I engage in, I've got to be 100% in alignment that what I am doing is serving the people that I serve. And I truly believe that to be true in our industry of real estate and with the value we provide and with the platform that I have with eXp. And let me tell you why I think that. Number one, as realtors, we bring massive values to help people that are buying their house, which could be one of their biggest investments in their life, to give them the peace of mind that it's going to go without a hitch and that we're going to navigate through anything that comes up and put them in a position on the back end where they can feel some peace and some comfort in a brand new place for them. And that's amazing. To give them the comfort that when they have a life change, a divorce, a death, some kind of life change, and they need to shift and adjust, that they've got somebody helping them through that. So I have such belief in our industry and the value that we as realtors provide. Additionally, I have absolute confidence and belief in the leadership we have here at eXp with Glenn, with Leo. They are powerhouses in terms of vision and direction. They have both been in the trenches, and they are all about how do we make it easier and better for agents. And in the 6 years I've been here, they continue to bring more and more opportunity to us as agents, and they react to what's going on in the industry and create better value. It's total peace of mind for me that I don't have to think of those things. I can play on my playing field and do it well because they're thinking of those things. This is an environment that gives a realtor a real abundant career and opportunity with the tools, with the education, with the connection, with the platform. I've never seen a space like this where somebody can create and grow their brand themselves in such a profound way. So that's number two, is my belief in our industry, in our company, in our ability to create change in this industry. My third reflection this morning is in terms of opportunity. What do I mean by opportunity? Well, we're realtors. So first and foremost, we're creating production. Now, last year was not a good year in the real estate industry. We saw a third of the realtors leave the industry. That's big. 74% of them, according to NAR, didn't even close one transaction. You can't make a living like that. So what I mean by opportunity is the opportunity to shift that, change that, and create a really solid foundational business in real estate, providing value to people to sell or buy their homes. So how do we do that? Number one, we have an educational course. It's called FastCap. It's a 6-week intensive, 3 hours a week of classroom, but 4 hours a day of go do things. For our experienced realtors last year, it created an additional 17 closings on average for them. That is massive. That's another 1.5 closings every month. For our brand new realtors that just came into the industry, it created 2 contracts in motion within their first 6 weeks and another 5 that they were working. What if right now you had 2 contracts in motion and another 5 that you were working? What would that look like? That's opportunity. Another opportunity. We're leveraging a funnel system, which is go out, find people that are really looking to buy or looking to sell, get them to know, like, and trust you, all with an automated system so that when your phone is ringing, you're talking to somebody that is ready to go. We've created such value with those funnels. It's truly making a difference in this industry. Another opportunity is flat out ownership. Ownership in a company is a game changer. It puts everybody on a playing field where they're working together and they're collaborating and they're helping each other, whether there's any financial bearing on that help. And they're willing to do that because we're all owners in the company. We all have a stock position. And if somebody in Alabama or somebody in Washington does better because of something I provided, then my stock value goes up. And we had an example where one of our agents came in and he had been following Jay for years. And he saw that he was in eXp, gave him a call and said, Jay, I've been following for years. I love your work. Just want to connect. They talked for an hour. Now, Jay usually sells his hour of time, his coaching, for hundreds of dollars an hour. And he was just more than willing to pick up the phone and have that connection because somebody reached to him. That's what ownership does. Jeff was doing his first 1031 exchange. He went into workplace, found an agent that was really doing 1031s on a big time basis. Phone number sitting right there. Called him, said, I'm doing my first one. What does that look like? Talked for an hour about it. That's ownership. That's collaboration. The third piece of opportunity that I see is more in the passive income financial space. I'm a financial advisor as well as a realtor. And so I help people all the time move into retirement. And the bulk of the people I've worked with have been doctors, nurses coming out of the federal space, the VA space. And they're blessed with a pension. But let me give you the details about that pension. These doctors have been working for 30, 35 years. They're making good money, 300,000 or so a year. And their pension is about 3,000 to 4,000 a month. And in that space, that's a great benefit. When I compare that to what we as realtors have, now in most brokerages, we have nothing. We have commission. Opportunity here at eXp is not only commission, it's a stock portfolio, but it's also the opportunity to create passive income. So that 3,000 to 4,000 income that these doctors have earned after 30, 35 years in their career, I've been able to create here at eXp within a few years. I didn't have to work 30, 35 years to create that same value here. And my opportunity is truly endless. I can create a very massive retirement. I'll call it a pension. It's not a pension. It's not a guarantee, but it's an incredible piece of the puzzle for me. That ability to provide hope to people, that ability to provide opportunity to people, that ability to change somebody's life who thought that they might have to work until they die. That ability to provide that success and to train them to that is an amazing opportunity. And, going back to the stock, when our stock split back in 2021, in our small team, we created 100 millionaires. Now, Aaron called back and he said, I've been in real estate 19 years, Keller Williams for a lot of it, my own brokerage for a lot of it. And I've been here 3 years at eXp at that point in 2021. My stock just went over $1.2 million. I was able to cash out a little of it, pay off my home, buy a lake house, make it an Airbnb property. Life changing. That to me is what opportunity looks like. So as I reflect, I am just immensely grateful that somebody thought enough of me to reach out to me and say, Kelly, take a look at this. I feel immensely grateful that I was open-minded enough to just stop my busy day and look. And I feel immensely grateful that I leaned in and created the connection that I had inside this space. So I just wanted to share that with you today, and you have a beautiful day.